Raspberry Pi 2 micro SD. Best one to use is 32 gigs since they only sell now for like $10 with the speed of at least 10. We use this utility. What we're going to do is it's 8 gig, so we're going to erase this one to FAT and master boot record to 8 gigabytes. Okay. Okay, when it's done, we're going to open it up. Get the NOOPs for version 1.7 from the website, alternate A, and just drag them over. 16 components, and that's it. So we're ready to plug it into the Raspberry Pi 2 and start to configure. So after we got the micro SD loaded with the NOOPs, we just plug it in here, push it in. Now we can power up this thing. This one uses micro USB, so we're going to plug it in here. And this is the HDMI, so we're going to plug in the HDMI. So we plug in the HDMI on this side. Now this output here is for the composite 4-pole that we're going to use for the Audi HMMI. So right now we're going to configure using the HDMI first. 4 USB port, and so in order to install any of these programs, we need to have the Ethernet cable hooked up. The D-Link Wi-Fi. I bought this Sabrent 4-port USB 3.0, so I plug it in here. On this one, I have the ATI remote, so now we're ready to power up. So before we power on, we need to hook up the Ethernet cable to the router so we can get the internet. And we need to hook up the HDMI. So we plug the HDMI to the TV. We'll see it's blinking. And we need to turn on to the right source on the TV. So look at that. This is NOOPs 1.7. All we want to do for the purpose of, we need to plug in the mouse and the keyboard to the USB port. It says Raspbian OSMC. So we'll just take these two. So this one is actually just for setting up the Audi MMI. Raspbian is the one we want, and OSMC Pi2. And the language is UK. I want to change it to US. So, extracting file system and should be working. So it take a while. Okay, so it's done. So what you want to do is to boot into your OSMC Pi2. So this one is the memory class 4, so it's very slow. So what we're going to do to go to English US, confirm. Time zone, we're going to use America, Los Angeles. So we're going to give this one a name. So use the keyboard, is faster. Accept. And then we need to continue. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, so let's check for the latest update. It's updating. So would you like to disable this on your system if it's broken? Okay, proceed. So now, proceed again. Okay, so let's try the appearance. So the default, they have only two skins, so we use Confluence. Yes. And then international, English, region, everything's already set. File list. I don't know if you want to do the hidden file, but you can do that. Screensaver, just dim. Let's go to system. Video output, we set it at desktop, and then later we're gonna force it into the composite. Okay. Audio, what we want to do is that we do HDMI and analog both. Okay. Input device, power saving, debugging. So setting level, we can set it to expert. Music. So fetch additional information during update. Universal, prefer online. Update library on startup. Okay, so pictures. File is weather. So general. We can set it to get more. So what we want to get is Yahoo. Okay, setting. Services. We want to turn on the AirPlay. So the AirPlay iOS 8. So this one to make sure that we will get the old AirPlay with iOS 8 or under. SMB client. We're going to change this work group to dog and monkey. Alright. Yes. 0. Remote control. So allow remote control by program. Remote control by programs on this system. Now, next one. So add-on. Install from zip file. We need to install the YouTube. Okay, for YouTube add-on, we need this YouTube version 5.1.17 for it to work on the Raspberry Pi 2 OSMC. So after we get the download, we just put it in one of the USB memory, and then we're going to install it into the Raspberry Pi and put it in here. So make sure we have it. So plug in video YouTube 5.117. Choose the plugin video YouTube 5.1.17 that we downloaded, and we put on a memory stick and we stick it in here. So now if you look in the corner here, it says YouTube add-on enable. Alright, enter. Okay, do it again one more time. So it's done. So for music add-on, RAM FM. Install it. Jazz radio doesn't work. Jam radio is just really good. Okay, so now from the system we're going to go to my OSMC. This is very important. So this is the one that I have for the remote. I'm going to click this one, confirm, exit. We're going to go to the internet. So for the wireless, we can see right away that if our D-Link DWA131, turn it on, so we should be able to see all the wireless network. Here it is. So now it's showing that, so the wireless is working. So when it's on, it's going to have a check mark. For the video, for the files, this one is actually for home. So if you want to add on files to the streaming video at home, so I have the WD My Cloud. So what I'm going to do is going to browse. Now there's two ways. The network file system, if you want to connect to this one, the folder must not have password. I'm going to check this one as NFS and hit OK. So I'm going to add it. So let's call this one external USB to TV. Done. Hit OK. Alright. Alright, so we have the external there. The second one we want to do is to add video at home with the username and password. So this one we're going to use Windows Network SMB. So now if you look in the Dog and Monkey work group, you see it right away. Dog and Monkey 2TV. Open it up. We're going to just add family. So they have a username. So we're going to use remember for this path. Okay. Click OK. So now all of these things come in. Add. Okay. So now we have family. Okay, so everything is done. Curious George for kids. Now we need to force the system to go from HDMI to the composite, so we can plug into the our MMI input.